Hey, it's Les from the TV Dudes. This year, as part of our ATX Television Festival Season 8 coverage, I was lucky enough to chat with Rob Thomas, creator of Veronica Mars. Hope you enjoy.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, I got to talk to the talent about what it was like to come back for the movie, but then to come back again for Veronica Mars now. And did that feel different for you doing the movie versus getting to come back to it now?
Yeah, well, I mean, it in a ton of different ways. With the movie was a tidal wave. The movie was all-encompassing because Kickstarter was so hard. It was that was an odyssey getting that made. I mean, it was convincing Warner Brothers executives to let us do the Kickstarter thing. It was and that was like a year and a half battle, 2-year battle, and I didn't even
consider the legal side of trying to do a Kickstarter with the property.
Oh my God, with a huge corporation, and I initially, I said, well, let me have the IP, the intellectual property, Veronica Mars, because sadly I don't own Veronica Mars, they do, and I thought, let me go off and do the movie. Just give me the rights to Veronica Mars for a year, I'll go do a movie, and we'll see how it goes. And they did not want to operate that way. Mm-hmm. And there were just so many hoops to jump through. And then Kickstarter itself it's great. I am grateful for it. But it's a fuck ton of work. I mean, it is so much work. And I was writing and directing that movie and dealing with the Kickstarter element. And it was just a year of intensive work with this Hulu series, and then making it in this scrappy 24 days for a feature film.
That's incredible.
With a $6 million budget, and we were happy to get that $6 million. But you're working fast and you're working cheap for that. Doing it this time for Hulu was traditional. And
they said the sets felt familiar again. And
we got to rebuild sets. We got to be in great locations. And yes, money. You're still always dealing with money, but it was not the little scrappy show trying to just to get to the end of the finish line. This felt more like a traditional TV show. It felt almost luxurious in a way, getting to do it this time. In terms of just showing up on set and hearing them do the lines, seeing them work, that was very familiar. In fact, the familiarity was the beauty of it. The Kristen and Enrico did a 5-page scene in the Mars Investigations office on day 2 of the shoot, and it just felt comfortable. It's like, oh yeah, this is what we do. This is, they fall back into those roles very naturally. The process, I guess, is a long-winded way of saying the process was radically different. The budget was radically different, but seeing the actors doing the lines and writing it felt familiar and comfortable.
Well, I know we all can't wait to get back to Neptune and see it. Thank you so much for making such a great show and for taking a little bit of time today.
Oh, yeah, no problem. It's a pleasure. Yeah. Thank you. All right.
The TV Dudes is an independently run podcast and a member of the Permanent Record Podcast Network. We are exclusively listener supported. If you'd like to help us out, please go to patreon.com/tvdudes. You can like us on Facebook and Twitter at TV Dudes, and help us out on iTunes by giving us a 5-star rating and writing a review. To find out more about us, go to thetvdudes.com and permanentrcrd.com. I'm Grant Davis. Thanks for listening.